Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to Aquarius season and a special happy birthday to all of you Aquarius suns out there. Now, this pick a card reading is for everyone, but there is a bonus birthday reading at the very end for you guys. All of these beautiful cards actually come from a great deck called the Heavenly Bodies Astrology deck, and I'll show you all these in a moment. And any of the cards I use in a reading I do list in the description box of the video down below. So if any of them catch your eye and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. I do list them in order of how they appear in the reading. So everyone gets a choice between the 4 different piles here, and you can choose as many of these as you want. Timestamps will be available for everything down in the description box as well. So option 1 is going to be Aquarius. Very convenient. This is Aquarius, right? And then also card number 2 is the planet Uranus, which actually rules over Aquarius. Option 3 is going to be the element of air, which Aquarius is an air sign. And then option number 4 is the 11th house, which is ruled by Uranus and Aquarius. So as I said, pick as many of these as you want. You can jump to whichever reading you want in the timestamps that are attached. I will start with number 1 right now. All right, if you chose reading number 1, which is Aquarius, then this is the reading for you. And one of the characteristics of Aquarian energy is they are able to create healthy boundaries, and so for this reading, we're going to be asking Spirit, what are you ready to step away from? What are you ready to have a healthy boundary around? And we're going to start off here with these Power of Surrender cards. And we're going to see what they want to start off with here. All right. So what are those that chose pile number 1 ready to step away from? All right. This is the one right here. And you've got surrender to setting limits. Love that card. And it says it is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. You can't make it up. Practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. How perfect is that for where can you set healthy boundaries in relationships? And it's okay. So you're definitely getting this reinforcement from Spirit that it is okay to set healthy boundaries in relationships specifically. So I really like that. We'll get more information here. And I'm going to pull from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck next, and we're going to see what else Spirit would like to add in. That's hilarious. I love it. Clarity, reinforcement. All right, so what else for those that chose reading number 1? You want them to know about boundaries and healthy boundaries. Okay, this is the one right here. And you got Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. Card number 23. I love it, love it, love it. We'll put it right here, and let's see what this brings in for you. So think of the eagles flying high above the other birds, soaring on the wind. Each eagle spirit has appeared to ask whether you're willing to soar to new heights, even if that means solitude for a short while. Truly, all the wisdom of the world is available to you. And when storms flash across the sky, it is Eagle Spirit that raises you above it all, helping you conquer fear and overcome adversity, reminding you that Spirit has your back and wants you to experience life at its fullest. At this moment, you're meant to know that you have the highest of wisdom and courage within, gifted to you by Spirit and all the angels. Boldly build your nest in a lofty space and know that now you can fly effortlessly, proudly embodying Eagle Spirit in all her glory and grace, claiming what is truly yours in divine timing. And these cards also have a protection message, which I will also read in case it resonates. It says, if you are walking awkwardly and feeling embarrassed, Eagle Spirit is here to tell you that it is only because right now you're meant to fly. Soar over the troubles that have you feeling scared and alone. See the big picture, yet retain your eagle eye for the details that help you claim your wisdom and your courage. Or perhaps you're making yourself small for the sake of getting others to accept you. Now is not the time to be vulnerable and dependent, for you have the wings to fly on your own, and you need to do that at this time. There is no need to huddle in a shelter or even seek out a flock to support you, for Eagle Spirit says you have tremendous wisdom and courage within. Let it arise so that you might soar proudly with the angels serving as the wind beneath your wings. From these heights, you can make the best and most powerful choices for the highest good of all. Yeah, and so there is this fear of being alone, right? What if we create so many boundaries that no one wants to be around us? That's a fear, right? But I love the eagle, that you are never alone. You always have spirit around you. And it's not a time to walk. It's not time to have all these obstacles. You can say no. You can rise above things and soar. So I really love this coming in here because it is about sometimes, you do need to soar alone, and that's okay as far as from other people, but you're never without spirit backing you up and having your back. So I like it. I like it. And then we're going to pull here from these Art of Manifestation Oracle and see what else they have to add in here for you. All right. So let's see more details about what you're ready. I mean, it has to do with the relationships, obviously, with boundaries. There's some things you're ready to walk away from or fly away from, in this case, rise above these obstacles, things that are blocking your way, relationships that aren't serving you anymore. Okay, I do like that one here. And let's see what this one says. So yes, it's time for you to say no to others and yes to yourself. What are you waiting for? The answer to your question is yes. So yeah, whatever this, you were ready to step away from, this is saying, yes, it's time for you to step beyond that and move away from these things that have been keeping you small, keeping you restricted. And so just a couple little extra things that it brings in for this card, which obviously, card 66. 66 is a great number of flow, that you are standing or on the right path, you're headed in the right direction. And some questions that ask, are you worrying about making a decision? Are you fearful that if you speak out or approach someone, you will not receive the answer you desire? Whatever your situation, this card brings you a direct message that the answer is yes. So moving away from an individual, moving towards something, whatever this, setting these boundaries, it's definitely saying no to others and yes to yourself. And I like that. We're also going to pull here from the Naked Heart Tarot. Let's see what else they have to add here for you. All right. So what else for those that chose Aquarius, please? Okay, they do want these and this one and... Okay, they do want all of those. I thought it was just going to be the top two, but they're like, go for it. So here we go. So you do have the Three of Cups. Beautiful card here because this represents not only joy and celebration, but this represents all your spirit team, all of your angels, your guardian angel, your spirit guides, your loved ones on the other side, your ancestors, all these beings of unconditional love and light that are saying they've got your back. They are with you. You're not alone. So trust that even though you might be alone, you don't have to be lonely. And that sometimes when we have to put up boundaries, we have to kind of face that fear that we'll be alone for a bit, but you learn so much within that. Yeah, and here's that Six of Swords. Let's talk about the six with flow. This is the moving of mindsets and beliefs, allowing yourself to let go of the fears that don't serve you and allowing yourself to cut away those old thoughts and those old beliefs and those own mindsets that were keeping you limited. You know, this is surrender to setting limits, of putting up boundaries and having that with other people. But these were what were limiting you before. You were saying no to you and yes to others. This is the reversal of that. And you have the Heart of Cups. Yes, the Queen of Cups. Definitely trust in your intuition, trust in your gut as you move forward here. She's able to deep dive into her emotions and just feel the depths of things, get into, the emotions, understanding what's going and bubbling below the surface. You know, some of these fears that we have about saying no to others. What are we afraid of? Are we afraid of that if we do a boundary that someone's going to reject us? Well, maybe we need to look at that relationship and see, is it really a relationship that is for us, or is it for them and we're just getting used and abused in that relationship? Yeah, maybe the Four of Cups. Four of Cups, cups are our emotions. Four is about having stabilized emotions. And this Heart of Cups here, this Ace of Cups that they offer is what the panda's leaning up against here. And this is the chalice. It's the Holy Grail. It is full of the unconditional love of the higher realms. And it is eternal, meaning it never, ever ends. And it's unconditional, meaning there's not even one condition for it. So nothing we can do to lose it and nothing we have to do to gain it. We have 100% of it already. And so, with this Three of Cups, all this beings up above, definitely you're getting this message that you are so loved unconditionally from above. And, when we fear losing this conditional love in the human world by the humans that do have, sometimes we'll say no and they'll reject because they got scared. So they'll run and hide and pull back their love, but it's out of their own fear. It's out of their own self-preservation, and it's okay. Eventually they'll calm down and then they'll either come back or they won't. And if they don't, it's whatever happens unfolds for us. It doesn't happen to us. So if someone leaves our lives, then maybe that's a good thing, right? That's how we usually can tell, when a situation happens in your life, you really find out who your true friends and loved ones are the ones that truly are with you, not just said they would be with you, right? So actions speak louder than words when it comes here. Yeah, and then you have all these cups. Seven of Cups, too, is the emotional confusion will leave as well. Because when we have this contrast within us saying yes to others and no to ourselves, that is confusing for our heart, for our brain, because when we're in fear, we do feel very confused. And when we get into this love, we calm down, we come to this place of being in the eye of the storm or flying above the storm like an eagle and seeing things so much more clear. The clarity comes back to our heart and our mind when we're able to step away from the fears and step into the love of self. Yeah, here's more of the clarity. The Five of Swords is this, because swords are our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindsets, our attitudes, like we talked about. And this represents the conflict of back and forth. And this is what we fear. A lot of times we'll say yes to everyone else and no to ourselves when we fear conflict. You know, maybe we are the fleers of fight or flight and not the fighters. But there is this beauty that unfolds when you start to choose yourself and saying yes to you and no to some others. It allows them the space to also say yes to themselves and no to others. It's like leading by example in a way. Yeah, and you have the Two of Wands. So wherever we focus our energy is what grows. This powerful card allows you to know that when we focus on what we feel is missing out of our lives, or what is we fear would enter our lives, or what's in our lives that we don't want, when we focus on all of that, that grows and that expands. But we can switch that. We can switch the energy, like it's switching here, to focus on what we're grateful for, what we do want in our lives, that energy of unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace. And then that expands, and we're not investing energy in that fear kind of energy that shrinks and diminishes. It's like that story that's very popular these days, a Native American story of, a grandfather was talking to their grandchild, and the grandchild said, I heard that, within each of us, there's a white wolf and a dark wolf, and they're constantly battling. And grandfather's like, yeah, that is so true. And they're like, well, so, who wins? Who wins in that? And he goes, whichever one you feed. And so when we feed our fears, those grow. When we feed our gratitude, that grows. And so we have the power. We're the ones that control that. So I like it. And the final one is the Nine of Wands, which does again show our power. Any kind of blocks that we felt we've had, to ourselves. Here is boundaries, right? The Nine of Wands usually has like 9 wands that are across it, blocking us from going somewhere. And so one of those is the Ace of Wands, which is ours. And if we get a hold of our power and understand we're the ones that get to create boundaries, we're the ones that get to choose where we invest our energy, we can remove one of them, and it opens up the block and allows us to flow through it. Same thing here too, is I feel like, especially with this being about boundaries, is that you also have the power to set a boundary, what you're not allowing to be in your life, allowing, you control what you bring into all of your senses, your eyes and your ears and your nose and your mouth and your touch. You control that, and that helps. That's your focus. If you're allowing and having all this energy come in that's growing your fears, you can make those adjustments too. Or if people that are in your life that you don't feel like they are supporting your life path anymore, you're able to let those go. You're able to walk away or put up a boundary. And if they walk away, then that's their choice too, right? But you get to choose you. I love the big thing here of, instead of saying yes to everyone else and no to yourself, you get to say yes to you and no to others, if that is what is for your highest experience. So loving this message for you. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to this video, these seasonal monthly changes, I also put out pick a card readings, weekly energy updates, and monthly readings, both of those by each individual zodiac sign. So if you don't want to miss out on any of these and be updated immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and clicking the like button, and then by clicking the subscribe button, you're also given access to the notification bell. And if you go in there, there is an option for all, which if you select that, 2 things happen. 1, you're notified immediately when I post new videos. And 2, you're notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. Also, in addition to that, it helps spread the Zen love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy, crazy, happy, excited, wants to automatically share these videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things I mentioned, please know I'm very, very grateful. And these are general readings. If you want even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings on a sliding price scale. And all that information is listed down in the description box down below. All right, all of you that chose reading number 1, as you go through this Aquarius season, please know that every moment of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing season. We'll be talking to you soon, I'm sure. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care. And if you chose reading number 2, which is the planet Uranus, then this is the reading for you. And one of the characteristics of the planet Uranus, in addition to being kind of like it says radical change, it is surprising change, coming out of nowhere, surprise, right? So for this reading, we're going to be asking, what coming surprise does Spirit want you to be aware of? And we're going to start off pulling a card from the Power of Surrender deck just to see where they'd like to begin. Where is this surprise coming from, or what is it about? So let's take a look. What do you want for those? For reading 2, what is this surprise? Okay, they do want this one right here. And you've got, unhealthy relationship, surrendering unhealthy relationship. So it says, let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. So it seems here that there's going to be a little bit of a change in a relationship. Someone is going to be removed out of your life for you, it appears. They're going to, whatever happens, whatever this ignition of toxicity, it's just going to be either you've been very patient and allowing this toxicity to exist because it wasn't overwhelming or wasn't impacting you in a great way. This is like it either weird, has its big old ugly monster head appear and makes you take action, or they get upset and they leave and walk away. In either case, this is happening for you, not to you. So be aware of that. We're also going to pull from the Spirit Animal Oracle. See what they want to add into that there. I know sometimes it's difficult, with our big hearts that we, don't want to lose people out of our life, but it's almost like sometimes our pain can become such a part of ourselves that we don't want to let it go until after it's gone and we're like, hallelujah. And then we see that it was for us. We didn't realize how much it was impacting our life, to all that energy we were using to maintain that or protect ourselves from it. We don't realize it until we suddenly have all this energy that comes back to us. So I like that. And then you have the bee spirit, sweet results await. Yep. So this is exactly what we're talking about, right? That there is a sweet result with this. When this leaves our life, we actually end up feeling all of this come back. So the bee spirit's message is that sweet rewards are on their way if you're willing to get your ego out of the way and immerse yourself in the connected energy of all things. The bee spirit knows not to let a sense of being a separate self get in the way of a good thing. So spirit is always producing honey. Miracles and magic are everywhere. And when you connect with the great hive, the capital G, great, capital H hive of above, and buzzing in exquisite harmony with all, the bee spirit asks that your focus be on connectivity. Your body, heart, soul, and psyche experience total interconnectedness and a true integration when you self-forget, when you remember that you are part of a greater unified consciousness. Moving from separation into connection, from self-centered limitation to spirit-centered infinite possibility and potential, you do become busy as a bee, enjoying the gifts of bee spirit. Fully in alignment with your highest expression of yourself, your heart opens and creativity rushes through you seemingly without effort, as you experience that nothing feels like work. Industriousness is driven by enthusiasm and inner motivation, and time seems to fly by quickly as the hive supports you in the making of honey. Do you feel the presence of your helpers in the hidden realms, adding their energy to your creations? Magical results are taking form and will be sweeter than you expect. Bee Spirit wants you to remember that your part in the divine partnership with the conscious universe is being rewarded even if you can't see that yet, and asks that you share your good fortune as there is plenty of honey for all. Be a part of the larger whole, the force that brings forth all that is sweet and delightful. And I really like that because, you know, when we can get caught up in our human ego, our fears is, I don't want to be alone. I'd rather be in a toxic relationship than not one at all. But, you know, this beauty of this combination here tells us that, you know, again, things happen for us, not to us. And this other person, they need to go on to their next step too, so that they can experience what they came down here to experience. Because behind every character is a actor, a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being who's made of unconditional love that's having this experience through that. And when this is moved, if they step away or they're moved out of our life, we can let it go, understanding that it's all part of the big picture, the part of the big whole, and that is what we experienced on purpose for a purpose, but now it's time for something new, something different. So I like where this is headed. There is freedom here, and I know, again, it's difficult sometimes to let situations or people go that are no longer in, for our highest experience. But if we know it's on purpose for a purpose, we can release it. So we're also going to pull from the Art of Manifestation Oracle cards here to see what they want to add in here for those of you. Okay, so there we go. And you got open yourself to possibilities, I think. Yeah, open yourself to possibility. Card 39. Almost everyone holds some limiting beliefs about themselves, and these perceptions block us from receiving the infinite support of the universe. And this card is an invitation to reassess and to look beyond these limitations and to recognize that in opening yourself to possibility, you automatically invite positive change into your life. Yeah. So instead of feeling like you're restricted and you can't look beyond that, that there is something bigger, there is something more in alignment for you. They have a little book that comes with here too, and it says, is your vision clouded by self-doubt? Do you lack faith in your abilities? And do you suffer from a lack of confidence that holds you back when opportunities are presented to you? To be able to receive opportunities from the universe, we must first align ourselves with possibility. Every day we face a multitude of choices and decisions, each of which is shaping the future of our tomorrow. So this card asks you to remove any perceptions or attitudes that cloud your vision and hold you back from being open to the infinite source of possibility that the universe wishes for you. Yeah. It's like we're saying here, if we feel like we can't move past and let this surrender these unhealthy relationships and situations, then we're the ones that are limiting spirit from helping us. And so don't resist the movement away or the removal of this from your life, because that's going to be the surprise. And just go with the flow. We're also going to pull from the Naked Heart Tarot. And let's see what else they have to add here for you. That chose reading number 2. So what else for those that chose Uranus, please? Okay. And that's okay. So we will start off with these 2. These 3. You have the Heart of Cups, and the Heart of Cups is the Queen of Cups in the Standard Tarot. And she dives deep into the emotions, because not only does she rule over water, all the queens are given an extra portion of water. So she has an amazing, fantastic intuition that allows her to connect and see things from a higher perspective, see things from this place of possibility, trusting the gut and trusting the intuition. And I know it's difficult when you can feel these people's emotions. That's usually, if you're very empathic, you can see the possibilities in people. Like, they have so many good qualities and they could do this if only they do this and this and this and this. But try not to go off of what you feel and sense within them and go by what they're showing you during this time, because that's not your job right now. Is to allow them to leave, not to see the possibilities and assist them, but see it for what it is and let it go. Yeah, because 10 of Wands, you've been investing a lot of energy in this. Wands is your drive, ambition, passion, and energy. The 10 of Wands is an ending of burdens and letting them go. So it has been taken, like we talked about in the beginning, ton of energy to maintain this. And once they're moved out, you're going to have all this energy that flips back to you. Yeah, and here's the Knight of Cups. So there is movement in emotion, movement and change in emotion that comes through all of this. So again, it is happening for you. So allow it to. All right, so you did get 3, 3, and 3. So we'll go with the second here. Yeah, because here you go. Here's the 10 of Cups that happens. So the movement that happens is you do feel this joy and this fullness that comes in. Again, so much emotional energy and life force energy that you were invested in this. And so you are ready to let it go. And you do have this fullness and this completeness that comes in because of letting it go. Yeah. Sun card, victory. Beautiful, beautiful, shining bright into all areas of your life. So definitely they're showing you here this honey. This is the honey, the stuff that comes around when you allow them to just go. You allow it to, and you allow yourself to step away. If they don't go away and it blows up and the toxicity, you start to see it going, you know what, this volcano's erupting and I'm not going to stand around and get burned by it. I'm going to allow myself to, move into a more safer, a more aligned energy with that's in alignment with who you are and who you are meant to be and where you want to go. Oh my gosh. And another 10 of Pentacles, abundance in the outside world. So you've got 3 10s, which definitely are about a surprise ending and beginning, but they are showing you that it is happening for you and it is ever so abundant if you just allow it to go. Don't chase after it. Don't fall with the manipulation. 3 stages of manipulation real quick. Poor me. And I will act upset and sad and hurt, because if I can convince you you're responsible for my happiness, I can get you to do whatever I want you to. And if that doesn't work, we'll go to anger and bullying. If that doesn't work, I'll go to rejection, cold shoulder, whatever it might be, to try to get you to do what I want you to do. So recognize that those are the standard signs of that someone's been trained to manipulate, like most humans, but be aware of those signs. Yeah, because you have the inner strength, This is you connecting to your higher self and a beautiful, beautiful inner strength that you don't need to, if you feel alone, this is the connection to the upper realms too, because that's your higher self and your human self and this beautiful relationship that you can have with that, because that is where your true strength lies, in connecting to your higher self inward and upward. So don't be afraid to be alone. Don't be afraid to connect inward and upward, because you have all this support from the hive, the big hive, and then also all these opportunities that are going to unfold because of this. Yeah, here's the Four of Cups. You do have emotional stability. That's one of the other beautiful things that comes in here for you. You get to feel whole and complete and not having your emotions all over the place because of this person not knowing any moment when they're about to explode. It's like living on a home on top of a volcano that's constantly rumbling and some steam pops up, a little lava here, a little fire there. It's like, it's much better to be not living on top of that anymore. Yeah. Temperance. So balance definitely coming in here. Beautiful, beautiful energies that, again, this brings in awareness so much too. Usually this is like the Ace of Swords, which allows you to connect to higher truth, see things from a clearer perspective, a higher perspective. It allows you to cut away thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that no longer serve you. And some of those mindsets are that you have to save people, that you have to be the one that gives and overgives and gives yourself away, that you're supposed to save toxic people from their own toxicity, even if you get burned along the way. So a lot of clarity comes in, a lot of freedom comes from this too. So I like this for you. Big, sudden change. Allow it to go, because it is totally going to bring you so much energy back, so much abundance, feelings, emotional abundance, physical abundance in the outside world. You truly are going to feel like the darkness dissipates as the sun rises through this situation. So beautiful. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these monthly zodiac seasons, I also put out pick a card readings, weekly energy updates, and monthly readings, both of those for each individual zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of these and get notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then by clicking the subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there is an option for all, which if you select it, two things happen. One, you'll be notified right away when I post new videos. And two, you're also notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. I know. In addition to that, it also helps you spread the Zen love, and it helps the channel grow in significant ways, because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, or subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so crazy giddy happy, wants to automatically share my videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things I mentioned, please know that I am very, very grateful. And these are general readings. If you want even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings on a sliding price scale, and all that information is listed down in the description box of the video below. All right, all of you that chose the planet Uranus, as you go through this amazing surprise change, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. You have an amazing Aquarius season. I'm sure we'll be talking soon, but in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care. If you chose reading number 3, which is the air element, then this is the reading for you. And the air element, of course, when you talk about air, it's everywhere all at once, right? And so it brings around this energy of being aware of, also because air element is the sword suit, it is about gathering, absorbing information. So we're going to ask for this reading for you. What information does Spirit want you to know is coming into your life? What's important information? We're going to start off pulling a card from the Power of Surrender deck. We're going to see where they want to begin here. What information is coming your way? All right. So what do we want to start with here? All right, that is the one. All right, there we go. Surrender your need to always be right. Okay. We know that feeling. So give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. So great information about the need to be right. It reminds me a lot of the Five of Swords suit. The card in the tarot, which is this conflict and battling that we have when we try to prove that I call them small t truths, that are our opinion rooted in the fears of losing conditional love. It's all these opinions that were given when we're growing up about the supposed to and the should and the need to, the have to, the must. And everybody's differs from each other. There's no two people that have exactly the same long list of expectations on how things are supposed to be and should be and all that. So when we try to prove that ours is more right than someone else's, it's all opinion. And so that's where we have this conflict, because none of us like to be told what to think and believe and all of that. And capital T truths, which are those truths that are rooted in the higher realms, don't need to be proven. They don't need to be defended. So there's this beautiful transformation. We allow everyone to believe what they want to believe, and we get to believe what we want to believe. And there's less conflict. There's just beautiful awareness and inner reflection, inner search for truth, rather than an attempt to make everyone else believe my small t truths. So I do like that message. And we're also going to pull here from the Spirit Animal Oracle and see what they'd like to bring in as well. Just one more time here. Okay, what else do you want to add into this need to be right? What other advice, please? All right, this is the one right there. And we've got the Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. Yeah. So again, look at the twos coming together. I like that. Card number 1. And let's see what other advice they bring in here. So the coming together, this, I love this. When we do this, this allows this. And when Ant Spirit comes to visit, it's time to celebrate the benefits of working in a partnership with others as part of a community or a tribe. Spirit reminds you that to build your dream, you need to work with others, accept help, and trust in your most important partnership, the one you have with Spirit. It's funny because we're going to talk about community in the next reading. So if you were drawn between 3 or 4, between air or the 11th house, maybe if you want, hang around for the 11th house one too. I haven't done it yet, but it is about community that we're going to focus on. So your intentions will come to fruition if you remain awake and focused on co-creating your reality with others and with Spirit. Remember that the world around you can easily seduce you if you don't have some sort of practice or discipline, like meditation, to keep you on track as you build the life that you desire. Connecting with others and having accountability partners can be very helpful, and it's unlikely that everyone will fall asleep at the same time. Good point. The other message that Ant Spirit holds is that you are now at an auspicious time to ask for help and receive it, whether you need help assembling a team, finding a new tribe, or requesting assistance from others who are there for you. Everything is working to support you right now. I like it. These cards come with a protection message as well, which I do want to read. It says, do you really believe that you have to do everything yourself? Do you believe that somehow any help you get will be disappointing or not good enough? Perhaps it's time to address your issues of control and bias toward the negative. It doesn't matter where or why you came to be pessimistic or mistrustful. The fact that Ant Spirit is showing up now is a sign that you have an opportunity to heal and to relearn to trust what others will show up for in a genuine way. Ant Spirit wants you to remember that your expectations and limiting beliefs are a vibrational offering that draws in the opposite of what you desire. Spirit wants to help you and will send collaborative partners your way. It's time to see the universe as conscious and connected, loving and helpful. But you must participate in this activity of co-creation. Creating reality is not just about dreaming. If you're feeling orphaned from community, reach out and communicate. If you feel vulnerable, know that being present in your vulnerability can help you draw in someone who wants to assist you. Trust in your partnership with Spirit, and your outer conditions will start to reflect that. Then you will see the miracles waiting for you, including partners who appear ready to lend a hand. I like it. So definitely surrendering this need to be right, seeing things, finding our inner higher truth, and definitely connecting with Spirit to do that allows us to move into this collaboration with Spirit and others in a peaceful way. So I really like those coming here together. We're also going to pull from the Art of Manifestation Oracle. And let's take a look and see what else they would like to add in here for you. So what else for those that chose reading number 3? All right, I do into that one. You've got difficult emotions, card number 11. 111. So this card asks you to listen to your emotions. Every emotion we have is necessary and important to us, even the challenging ones. Difficult feelings are letting you know that something is not okay. Learn to understand and love your emotions and discover how they serve you. Yeah. So definitely, and that's a good point to bring up, that, this fight, these battles, these conflicts, we came down here to experience that because we have harmony, unity on the other side. We all know that we're all part of one another. We feel everyone's emotions and thoughts, and we're all little tiny drops of unconditional love in a sea of unconditional love. And so we experience everything as one. And so what we come down here to experience what it might feel like to be an other, that there's another in our life, and to be able to experience the conflicts, to experience the emotions that are rooted in the fears of losing conditional love. So I like that. Embrace our emotions. There's neither right nor wrong. They just are different. When that's an emotion of fear, it feels restrictive, and it's rooted in all those, emotions that are rooted in fear, which are betrayal and sadness and anger and disappointment and all those delicious emotions. And then those of the higher realm, those of unconditional love, of course, are expansive, full of joy and peace and laughter, our natural state of back home as well. All right. We're also going to pull from the Naked Heart Tarot here and see what else. Whoa, they'd like you to know. So definitely that one. And those. All right, we got these. Okay, any others? That one. All right, so these are it. We'll start with these down here. So we got the 7 of Swords. So swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. We talked about the 5 of Swords. The 7 of Swords is realizing your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that are stealing from you, stealing your joy, stealing opportunity, stealing harmony, stealing collaborative, possibilities. Because when we're at conflict, who wants to be collaborative, right? If we're trying to always prove to someone that our small t-truths are more truer than theirs. Who wants to hang around that? We don't like it when someone's always trying to show us that what we think is wrong and they are right. We're like, you know. And then you have the Nine of Cups. So Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment card, emotional wish fulfillment. So I like this because this is, once you are recognizing which of these beliefs are stealing things away, you're able to put those things aside and then actually discover what your wish, your true wish is, not what you've been taught supposed to, should be, need to be, have to be your wish to be, but what it truly is, because you're connecting to your heart, you're connecting upward, and then you're allowed to step forward in this collaborative, experience with spirit and with those other human characters that are there to support you towards the stream. Yeah, and you have the Heart of Cups. I think she has come up in every single reading so far. It is the Queen of Cups. She's all about deep diving into the emotions. She rolls over water. She also, all the queens are given a second helping of water. So double water, which allows you to have, a very strong intuition and gut instinct. So definitely trust your gut, trust your intuition. That takes you to the Ace of Cups, which is unconditional love from above. It allows you to see and feel things at a deep level of emotion that's rooted in love rather than the fear of losing love. Instead, conditional love. Yeah. And then you have the 6. So I talked about the 5. We have the 6 and the 7 of Swords, which this is a great card because this is moving from old ways of thinking, moving to new ways of thinking. And so you are allowing yourself to see things from different perspectives and allowing yourself to flow in mental thought instead of having these, obstruction. Because you see how there's like 3 and 3, that's a very flowing type of energy. But a 7 means there's something put right down in the path that blocks your way. And here you have the Magician. So you do hold the power here. This is your higher self with the ability to bring down that love energy from above and through you as a conduit and out into the world, showing you also you have all the cups, the pentacles and the Ace of Wands. You have all suits present here too, which number 1, in fact, I'm going to put it over this one here. I'll put it right next to it. So we can see that there's 1 and 1 here, which is you hold the power, you hold the ability, because your energy, what you focus on is what grows and expands. And so definitely have a 1 and a 1 and a 11, 1, 1. So 11, 11, definitely a message from Spirit saying that this is such a beautiful opportunity for you to really, really expand and not sit waiting for other people to change, but this is you changing your perceptions, your truths, what you are focusing on instead. Yeah, and you have the Sky Father, number the Emperor as well, which is about energy and movement and taking control rather than relinquishing control over situations. And it's, not like you have to try to control others, but you are no longer letting everyone else decide this. I mean, these two cards together definitely are showing and telling you that it's you that are stepping forward, you that are taking command of these battles, these conflicts, and that with your energy and with your movement and your organization and structure and power you're putting behind it, that's where the collaboration comes from, because you're not just allowing these endless fights to happen. You are stepping outside of it. You're taking control and stepping outside and then focusing on bringing together instead of separating. Yeah, and here's the 7 of Cups. You had the 7 of Swords and the 7 of Cups. This is all about the, emotional confusion when we have so much going on. You can see how there's a fog around their head and these challenges, these obstructions, these conflicts that are happening. Those are what are creating the disturbance in both our minds and our heart. And I love this coming in because all of this is saying that you do transform it, you do change it, but that these conflicts are coming up on purpose, for a purpose, because if we always, let's say we always won any battles we went into, we wouldn't even second guess it. We would just keep doing it, keep living that way. But this is different. This is showing that there is this conflict, the stuff that's put right in your way that you can't avoid it. You have to see it, and then you are able to release it and change it. So I like it. Yeah. Death and rebirth. So endings and new beginnings. Here's all the new beginnings with the ones. 4 is number of stability. So you definitely have this change that's coming here in how you're perceiving things, how you're pursuing things. And it allows you to places of conflict and fears of conflict to collaborating with spirit and with other people as well. So I do love this for you. Now, if you're looking for more information as well, in addition to these monthly readings for the changes in zodiac season, I also put out pick a card readings, weekly energy updates, monthly readings. Both the last two are by each individual zodiac sign. So if you want to get notified when any of those come out, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then by clicking the subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there is an option for all, which if you select, 2 things happen. 1, you'll be notified immediately when new videos are posted. And 2, you're also notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. Also, doing those things helps spread the Zen love, and it does help the channel grow in significant ways. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things I mentioned, please know I'm very, very grateful. And these are general readings. If you want even more specific information and specific answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings on a sliding price scale, and all that information is listed down in the description box of this video. All right, all of you that chose number 3, the air element, as you breeze through this experience, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing Aquarius season. I'm sure we'll be talking soon, but in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care. If you chose reading number 4, which is the 11th house here, then this is the reading for you. And 11th house energy is a lot about community and friendships and gathering of social groups and, that type of thing. And so for this reading, we're going to be asking, what does Spirit want you to know about you in relation to your community? And so we're going to look at that. And we're going to start off with pulling a card here from the Power of Surrender just to see where they'd like to begin. All right, let's try that again. All right, much better. All right, so what else? Or where do we want to begin? All right, so that is the one right here. And we have Surrender to Effortlessness. That is a great card. And so it says, stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. So in trying to find your community, interact with your community, whatever your tribe or community is, it's saying go more with the flow. Don't push it. It should, but it can just flow. It can just mesh together. You don't have to try to control it and make things happen. Sometimes it's like you're the one that has to keep everything going and everyone doing the stuff together and blah, 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 blah. And they're like, surrender to effortlessness. Allow it to just flow and go with the flow. It brings a lot of energy back for you as well. We'll pull, in addition to that, the Spirit Animal Oracle. Let's see what they want to add in here for you. All right, so what else for those that chose the 11th house? All right. That is the one right here. And if you were drawn to reading number 3, I would check that out too, because I just completed it and they had 11 and 1, 11. There's like a lot of 11s in there now that I realize it. And it did talk a little bit about interacting with other individuals. So if you were also drawn to that, be sure to check that one out too. Yeah, and you have the brown bear spirit here. Take a time out. So from your community, it's even back away a little bit. Allow things just to unfold. You don't have to be so overly active with it either. Taking time for you. So the brown bear spirit says there is a time to act and a time to focus your attention on patient strategizing. The arrival of brown bear spirit signals that you are best served by foregoing hard work toward your goals at this moment and instead taking the time out to meditate or just take a nap so you can refresh yourself and begin planning what you want to co-create next. Come to know the lay of the land as you contemplate and imagine what you might do in this vast space of possibility before you and begin forming a plan. Remember, sleep allows for dreaming and rest allows for clear-headed strategizing. How might you become the person you wish to be and experience whatever your heart desires? Insights will arise as you explore the possibilities and begin envisioning your plan. Knowing what you want will ensure you use your energy wisely in the days ahead. Be patient at this time. Relax and be calm and peaceful so you can recharge. The call for action will come later. Yes, it's kind of like taking a break from all the overactivity with your community or your tribe. Take some time alone, and it's okay to do that, to recharge and regenerate. And then you can come back with new, fresh ideas, with new energy to do that. So it's okay for you to take time away from the group during this time. These do come with a protection message too, which I like to read. And it says, when you become so frazzled that you can't decide how to move forward, brown bear spirit arrives to remind you to let go of your impatience in getting to the answers and solving the problems that face you. Now's the time for rest and meditation. Take a break, let insights arise, and know that you have plenty of time to make plans. Brown bear spirit reminds you that sometimes the best and most effective action is non-action, allowing the situation around you to reveal itself to you so you can better understand it. And remember that what is yours will never be withheld from you, so you can really relax and wait until the next right action is revealed. Miracles come from out of nowhere, and yours will arrive on Great Spirit's timetable. Yeah. So sometimes we're like, well, if I step away, or if I'm whatever I'm trying to solve within our tribe or community, if I step away, it's all going to fall apart, and I'm going to miss an opportunity. But I like that. It's important for you to regain that energy, have that strength, because then it allows you to come back with fresh ideas and fresh energy to move forward. And so it ends up being even more productive for you to take the time away, and what is meant for you will not pass you by. So nothing to fear. All right. And then we're going to pull from the Art of Manifestation Oracle cards. Let's see what they also want to add in here. Right, what else for those that chose reading number 4? Okay, there it is. You've got the bigger picture. There we go. And that says, sometimes, particularly during times of accelerated growth, we feel confused and overwhelmed, unable to see the woods for the trees. This card asks you to stand back to see the bigger picture. Everything is happening just as it should, and it will soon regain clarity. Yep, so these definitely all work together here. Regarding your community and your tribe, taking a step back allows you to see things from this bigger picture as well. Let me see what else they have to add in here. It just talks about, are you struggling to see clearly? Are you feeling overwhelmed by the enormity of a situation? Are you getting bogged down in the details and finding it hard to keep the greater vision in sight? Take some time to stand back, get still, and reflect, and the way will become clear. Yep, so definitely all reinforced here together. And then we are going to pull from the Naked Heart Tarot. And let's see what else Spirit wants to add in here. Okay, so what else for those that chose the 11th house, please? Okay, they do want these 4 down here, and they do want these, and this one, and this one. All right. So we'll start with these. And we have the 2 of Pentacles. Balance. Balance of the outside world. So we didn't talk about that at all. So definitely there is a clear message here about taking a time out, even with the hourglass there. It's time for a time out to step away from the community, from the tribe, just from the overactivity. You know, the 9 is the number of the Hermit card in the Major Arcana of the Tarot, which doesn't always mean that you have to become a hermit and have no interaction, but it's about making sure you're taking time out, that you are allowing yourself time to rest and relax and step away and see things from this higher perspective. And so I do like that. I mean, obviously, it's right here. Yeah, and here you are, the Star card. The Star card is actually Aquarian energy, so that it's popping up in the Aquarian season is great. This is about hope, wish fulfillment. So really stepping away, allowing yourself to see the big picture. Are you still following your true north? The whys behind why you're doing things, right? Because sometimes we can get so bogged down in so many details, we're taking off course and we're investing a lot of energy in things that are not for us, not heading us in the direction of the dream and what we're wanting to head toward. And this taking a step back allows you to see this and to kind of re-gauge and recalibrate and put you back on course with what you're doing. You have the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is someone like an entrepreneur energy that gets things done, understands energy, understands it's important to take a break here and there to regain and charge your batteries so that you don't wear yourself out and you don't burn yourself out. And they're able to really focus their energy again in this direction. They don't waste their energy into things that are not in alignment with where they're wanting to head and what they're wanting to do. Yeah, and here you have the Four of Wands. So this is great. This is celebration, but it's also 4s are about stability and about having a stabilized energy. So this is great because this is allowing you to get this instead of having your energy all over the place. It feels very stable. It feels very focused. It feels very rested and balanced coming in here. And then you have, because this is where you're coming from, the 10 of Wands. Overexertion and burden, and so you're definitely ready to let this energy go of all this, like it's too much that we're investing in too many different directions. And if you have 10 checkers on a checkerboard, which I don't know if you had 10 things across here, if you invest energy in each one moves up 1, not a whole lot of progress. But if you limit where you're investing your energy, like on 2, they all both go up 5. So they make much more progress than over investing energy in a lot of different areas instead. Yeah. And you have a beautiful Sun card coming in. And the Sun is victory. It is warmth. It is abundance. It's definitely like solar recharged, abundant feeling coming in. So definitely this movement from feeling overwhelmed and overburdened when you recharge and you allow these burdens to go and have this restart. Because the 10 of Wands, that's the ending and a new beginning. You're letting so much go. And with that Ace of Wands, that's where the Ace of Wands is the number 1. It allows you to move forward then and to shine brightness and shine warmth on your community instead. And then you have the Spirit of Cups. You have two kings, and the King of Cups, though they roll over water, they actually, both kings, and this king rules over fire. All the kings also get air. So there's a lot of balancing of energy and the mind, and also emotions in the mind. So again, a very balancing type of energy coming in here in regards to the community and your interactions with your tribe. And then you have the Lovers card, which is all about relationship, and the choices that you make allow you to have this bonding that comes in between you. And I don't feel like this is one-on-one for this reading. This is you and your community. It allows you to move to new levels in your compassion and your love for your community and for your tribe, because you are allowing yourself this recharging and stepping away. When we are wore out and tired, we're emotional, and we also are cranky. Our filters are down. We are in reactionary fear mode, and it doesn't turn out as well as when we're rested and we're in this beautiful, balanced place. Love expands, love grows, and love is this beautiful overflowing out into your tribe and community between you and them and each other. So I love this for you. So if you are looking for even more information or more messages of love from above, in addition to these monthly changes in zodiac season, I also put out pick-a-card readings, weekly energy updates, and monthly readings, both of those by each individual zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and get updated immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then by clicking the subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there is an option for all. And if you select that, two things happen. One, you'll be notified immediately when I post new videos. And two, you're also notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. In addition to all of that, it also helps spread the Zen Love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so happy, it wants to automatically share the videos of my channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things I mentioned, please know I'm very, very grateful. And these are general readings. If you want even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings on a sliding price scale. All that information is listed in the description box of the video down below. All right, all of you 11 Housers, as you go through this amazing little step back and retreat, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing Aquarius season. I'm sure we'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care. Happy birthday, all you Aquarius suns, and I am excited to give you a little 3-month preview for the next 3 months of your after your birthday. So if your birthday is like on the 1st of like February, then it would be February 1st to March 1st, March 1st to April 1st, April 1st to May 1st. So I'm going to pull cards for 3 of those months, but I'm going to pull one card here from the Spirit Animal Oracle, which is going to represent your entire 3-month period. Just the general energies that Spirit wants you to know. So we'll start off with that. And then we will pull cards, okay, for each individual month. So this one came flying out already. And you got Life is Speeding Up. Yay. So 2023, your first 3 months are going to come in fast and furious. Let's see what this brings here for you with the Antelope Spirit. All right. So it says, when Antelope Spirit rushes into your life, you're being reminded of the quickening of your personal evolution as a powerful co-creator. Wow. You're being told unequivocally that it's time to get moving. set your intentions, and take action toward making your dreams real. There is an intensity you can feel, and it's important to take advantage of this energy right now. If you have a plan for your career or financial abundance, now's the time to step it up. If you're asking about a relationship, make that first move. Just know that the intentions you have set in motion are coming together now at warp speed. So stay alert and keep up. Things are getting interesting when Antelope Spirit calls you to move quickly. Wow. So, wow, some wonderful things coming in here for you for sure. So I love that, representing the entire period here. Let me see. Can I put that over here? Okay. We'll just put it over here for now. Now, we're also going to pull for each month a Power of Surrender card. So just shuffle these real quick. And this will be for month number 1. Okay, so this is month number 1, and then month number 2, and this one is month number 3. So you've got one for each of those, and then we're also going to pull an Art of Manifestation Oracle card for each. So month number 1, okay, see 1 and 2. Okay, and this will be number 3, but we had here, these were number 1 and number 2. So you've got these here. And then we also have the Naked Heart Tarot. And we'll pull cards for each of the months as well. So for month number 1, what else would you like Aquarius Suns to know here? Okay, they do have 3. Okay, 4. And then month number 2. 3 for there, and then for month number 3. And 4 for there. All right. So we'll move these just out of the way. We'll have month number 3 and 2. All right. So we'll start with month number 1. And the power of surrender you have is surrender your attachment to results. So we just talked about here about movement and speed it up. Things are about to happen, but it's telling you to let go of the attachment to results, which has to do with the fears. It says the formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen and then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. So how perfect is that with the message that we got in here, right? So not do what you can, but release the how and the results and everything to the universe, knowing that what is meant for you is going to unfold so perfectly for you. Then you also have the Don't Wobble. Card number 13. It says, are you having a wobble? Whether a minor one or a major one, this is completely understandable. You are facing tough choices, but deep inside yourself, you know what you need to do. And this card is here to validate your deeper knowing and the decisions that you are making. And as you move forwards, your anxiety will ease and you will re-find your balance. Yeah, how perfect that is in here too. So you know what you need to do, and if you're feeling wobbly, if the fears come in, just take a step back, focus, balance, all of this meditation, balance your chakras, come to this peaceful place, and then you'll know what you need to do. You'll know what the next actions are, and then you'll get back into this beautiful balance. All right, let's see what else we have here. Yep, speaking of balance, you have the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles tells you definitely there's this... it's the balancing of the outside world. 4s are a very stable number. In fact, 13, 3 plus 1 is 4. And there's this four, like if you think of four huge legs on a table, it's a very solid foundation for you, right? And so this does show you that you find this stability because you realize when you define yourself by the outside world and attach to those results of the outside world, you feel unstable. Because when we define ourselves by relationships or situations or things, each of those is unstable because people change, they pass away, they walk away. Situations like jobs, education, etc. never stay the same. And things break down, deteriorate, blow up, burn down, stolen, whatever it may be. We realize that that outside world is so unstable, we eventually turn inward and upward to find that which is stable, which is the eternal, unconditional love from above, from the higher realms. That becomes your foundation instead, trusting that they're going to bring everything into your life on purpose, for purpose. And it's that beautiful trust, that beautiful knowing there's nothing you can do to lose that love and it never ends, is what brings a beautiful, beautiful, solid foundation. Yep, you have the Seven of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. And the Seven of Swords is about you becoming aware of what your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets are that steal things from you, like your peace, like success, whatever it may be. It's those beliefs that kick in that make you want to feel that way, that make you feel limited and small. So you do overcome those and you face those in your first month. Yay! And you have the Lover's card coming in here, which is about emotional choice. You get to choose what any emotional thing means in your life. Every moment is a choice between unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love. And in either case, it's a beautiful, beautiful power that comes in this, because you're not concerned so much about the outcomes, because you realize that regardless of what happens, you're the one that gets to choose how you feel about it. You also get to choose with your thoughts here what story you will put to anything. So you begin to live your dream. You get to enjoy the moments. You get to enjoy the solidity, the stableness, the stability as you start in this first month. Yay! Yeah, you're definitely ready with the Full card here to begin a new adventure, a new dream to move forward. And I really like that. So you are taking the steps, you're seeing this, you're leaving old cycles behind, and you're ready to make this movement, obviously, forward here with that. So I love that for your first month. So definitely letting go of attachments, having a little bit of a wobble possibly, but you overcome it and you do move forward. Now, month number 2, you have surrender stubbornness. No way. Aquarians are not stubborn. I'm an Aquarius sun too, so I'm right there with you. It says, if you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. So yeah, becoming this more flexible with this energy, with what's happening and unfolding. After the first month, you might feel like you have to be in control of things, and I need to have things be a certain way. Again, it's letting go of the how, letting go of the control, and doing what you can in each moment, and letting the results come to you, letting them unfold in that way. Yeah, because you have miracles. I like it. We tend to perceive miracles only when our personal desires are met, and yet when we look back, almost all of us will be able to recall a crisis or a challenge that ultimately proved to be a miraculous turning point and an extraordinary gift. This card asks you to see the miracles that surround you right now and in every situation. Yes, definitely being open to allowing things to come in a miraculous way. And a miraculous way is like an unexpected way, right? Which when we have all these stubbornness, we have all those supposed to's and shoulds and need to's and have to's and musts, we're the ones that limit miracles being able to come, allowing things to come our way in different ways, unexpected ways. And I love this because it is this message here that you are letting go of your stubbornness in February. in the second month. And you're letting this openness, this possibilities come in for you too. Yeah, and you have the sage. So the sage is really getting to understand it. What is it that you truly want? What is your true north? Why are you doing what you want to do? Who are you really? What is it that you truly want? And so this is beautiful because this does unfold in a beautifully perfect way here. And it does let you see things, with a big I here, so clearly on what you want and where you want it to go, but you're seeing it from a higher perspective, a capital T truth, rather than a stubborn small t truth. Yeah, from a higher point of view. The Judgment card, double X. It's this is your higher self and your lower human self, your lower vibrational self. And this is you communicating and understanding, seeing things from the higher perspective. And it's a calling. You're being called higher. You're being called to a different place, a higher place with all of this as it's unfolding. So the stubbornness is also letting go of old dreams, old things that were given to you by humans through opinion, and really connecting to your higher self, allowing you to see what it is you truly want to do, where you truly want to head. So definitely love that. Yep. And you have an ending and a new beginning. So definitely, with this new beginning in the first month, the second month, you continue to evolve and change. It's like the butterfly, definitely here in both these cards and right there too. So this transformation that's coming, like you went into the cocoon as the caterpillar and you've been releasing things, been growing, been exceedingly fast growing and expanding, and now you're stepping out of the cocoon. I feel in this month, this is where this rebirth happens, and you're stepping out in the second month and evolving. Power Master number 33 is the combination of, Master number 11 is your human caterpillar self that goes along the forest floor, and it's learning all of these things, walking as a human on the earth. Master number 22 is when you realize you're so much more than just the caterpillar, that so much more than the human. You are a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. And then they join together. Instead of fighting one another, which we're taught sometimes, the spirit is supposed to destroy the human, the ego, the shadow. No, it fulfills it. Our human self is pursuing and wanting unconditional love. Our higher self is made of unconditional love, and they join together instead. 11 plus 22 equals 33. So I love it. And then we move into month number 3. Wow, look at that. Surrender to creativity. So you definitely are flowing out there. And look at all the butterflies that are flying around the mirror. So there you are. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. Yeah, so you definitely, all this was about pursuing a dream and heading forward. So the third month, you're truly fluttering and flying, going places the caterpillar never could have. So you have transformed and you're headed in this direction. Oh my gosh, look at that. Butterflies, butterflies, butterflies. And this says choices and decisions. So the choices that we make today are defining the shape of our tomorrow. And so it's hardly surprising that we sometimes worry about making the right decisions. Do not shroud your mind in the fog of uncertainty. Just as you have choices today, you also have choices tomorrow and the day after and the day after. Be assured you can always change course again. So I like that. This flexibility and this movement. Like that beautiful butterfly. Yep, and here you go. More of the Two of Cups. Again, choices. We can make different new choices, right? Because we had the Lover's card in one of these. Yeah, we had the Lover's card there. So the Two of Cups is a lot like that, in that we're able to make new emotional choices in what we want to do in each moment. And so we get to choose. I mean, choices and choosing. So we get to choose not only what direction we go, but what story and what emotion we apply to any outcome. And here you are stepping into your power as the magician. Wherever you focus your energy is what grows and expands, and you have everything that you need within you. You have it all, and whatever you focus on is what expands. So when we focus on what we feel is missing in our life, what we fear is in it, or what's in our life that we don't, we're expanding and growing that. But instead, we focus on our dream. We focus on what we're grateful for. We focus on unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace, and that expands instead. So beautiful, beautiful energy and power definitely coming in here in month number 3. Yeah. Queen of Wands too. So there's that wand showing up, and that Queen of Wands not only has a great ability like the magician to really focus that energy, get things done, forward movement, expanding what they do want instead of focusing on what they don't. All the queens are given water energy, which allows them to connect to the higher realms. So great intuition, connection to the spirit realm, that help them make the choices and decisions that are more in alignment with their higher self and where they want to head. So great, great energies coming in here. And then your final card is the Eight of Swords. So you do, with the swords, thoughts, beliefs, mindsets, attitudes. You know, the previous, in the first month, we had the Seven of Swords, which allowed us to see what of our own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets were stealing from us. The 8 is we're seeing what of our own thoughts, beliefs, and mindsets were past tense, making us blinded and bound and feeling trapped. And we're looking beyond that. We're allowing ourselves, we're removing these fears, the supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos, the have tos, the musts, that allow us to allow this creativity to flow, allow us to be outside of those restrictions and make this movement forward. So what a powerful 3 months that is coming up. And I understand why they're zipping and flying by, because you are growing and expanding and letting things go and allowing your creativity to be expressed, going places you never thought you would before. So very powerful, abundant first 3 months of your next rotation around the sun. And if you are looking for even more messages of love as we go throughout your next entire year, in addition to these seasonal changes of the zodiac sign per month, I also have pick a card readings. I have weekly energy updates, monthly readings, all of those by each individual zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos throughout the month. And if you don't want to miss out on any of those, get updated immediately when they become available. If you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and by clicking the subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. And if you go in there, there's an option for all. If you select that, 2 things happen. 1, you'll be notified right away when I post new videos. And number 2, you'll be notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. I know. In addition to that, it also helps spread the Zen love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways. So if you, any of that resonates with you and inspires you to do any of those things, please know I'm very, very grateful for that. And these are general readings. If you want even more specific information and specific answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings on a sliding price scale, and all that information is listed in the description box of the video down below. All right, all of you beautiful Sun Aquarian babies, as you go throughout this next rotation around the sun, I do wish you all of the unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter that you can possibly handle. And please know that every moment of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing birthday. I hope you do something beautiful and special for yourself. And I'm sure we'll be talking very, very soon. And in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.